向往的远方，精彩的世界，有多少人想要，又有多少人敢要？
Hi friends, how are you doing? I'm Gaurav and you're watching Gaurav Explores. Welcome to another video. It's a beautiful sunny day here in Delhi and a little windy. So what we are going to do today is we are going to talk a bit about the Litchi app, which I think in today's scenario is a must-have. If you are owning a DJI Mavic Mini in India, Litchi is a must-have because the DJI has restricted the DJI Mini and Mini 2 under 15 meters here in India. And what happens is those 15 meters are ample if you want to take beautiful shots and all. You want to show the area where you are and give a wider perspective of where you are actually. It's fine, but you know what happens is Mini is a drone, it's a very small drone, birds get curious about it and eagles attack it. So I've had some incidents where eagles were literally mad about it and they were attacking it, so I had to rescue it, and for that I had to change the altitude every now and then. So it was kind of sticking to 15 meters would have been very difficult. In case I would have stuck to 15 meters, I would have absolutely lost my drone. So 15 meters is fine, but it is also a problem. We should stick to the law, but this gear is expensive and we have to save it from birds and all. Also another scenario where you lose the connection to the drone. What happens is while it's coming back, if the drone is flying away, then it's fine, the connection is stable. But what happens is when the drone turns here and there, the connection gets unstable because of the antenna locations. So in that case things get messy because when the drone loses connection and it gets into RTH, it can bump into towers or some buildings or even very tall trees. So 15 meters is not really a great height for that, and birds are a huge problem. I mean, they are indeed a very big problem. So why this Litchi is so very important for the flyers of DJI Mavic Mini in India. Also, I will be talking a bit about the focus mode that we have in the Litchi app, which is a very beautiful mode with which you can create beautiful cinematic moves without much of fuss, because that particular feature is a very strong selling point of that app. Even that was one feature I got flattened for. It was amazing, I loved it. This particular feature comes as a spotlight with the Mavic Air 2, so you can imagine what kind of feature it would be and what kind of results it can deliver. So I'll be doing a bit of shooting with that mode, and also I'll be testing out the track mode, which I was unable to do in my last video. So guys, let's get started. So friends, we'll be taking off shortly. Everything is ready, but before that I wanted to talk a bit about something else in context of DJI Mavic Mini. While you are flying your Mini, you should always be sure about the direction of the wind, in which direction the wind is, because when you are going into the wind, it will be easier for your drone to come back. Because let's say you're going with the direction of the wind. Let's say the wind is going in that direction and it's pretty windy today. So if I'm going in that direction, I flew 100, 200, 300 meters, and while coming back, it will be a big problem for the DJI Mavic Mini. So always make sure that you have the correct idea about the direction of the wind. So fly accordingly, and also make sure that whenever you're flying your DJI Mavic Mini, you must have the battery level at 100%. Because what happened was I flew with 50-60% and the birds started chasing me, and I know how I managed to land my drone, and I was merely at 5% or something. So always make sure that you have the battery and extra air time to get your drone back home safely. So friends, first of all, what I'll be doing is I will be uninstalling the DJI FLY app, which is already there in my phone. I will just uninstall it. So now friends, I've switched on the controller and I'll get to the Litchi. So friends, the main reason of me doing this video was that to tell you that you should be confident and safe with the Litchi app. You will be, because right now I don't have the DJI FLY app on my phone, and I'm completely dependent on Litchi. This app is pretty neat, pretty dependable. So we'll be taking off, and let's see if we get prompted for the calibration and all. We'll get a prompt shortly. Always make sure that you have your GPS and internet on while flying with the Litchi, because this app is dependent on GPS. Its flight modes are dependent on GPS. So now we are connected, and let's start recording. Let's see in which mode we are recording first. Video size. Okay, we are right now recording in 2.7K and 30 frames per second. What we can do is, we can record at 30 frames per second, and in our actual video, what we'll do is we'll slow it down by, let's say, we'll slow it down by 40%. So we'll still be, getting 24 frames. And you call it 60%, or 64. We'll be keeping 60% of the frames, and we'll still get the 24 frames video. So now let's take off. Let's start recording. And let's take off. So guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mark a building with, let's say, a structure. We need to go to the focus mode first, and I'll mark this place. Okay, it looks neat, and I'll say start. So it will point in that direction. So it will point in that direction. So now it is while it is pointing in that direction, I'll try and create a motion flow kind of thing. I'll go towards this side, and let's say go to a height of 15 meters, which is the permissible height, and I fly down. I will fly down to that place. I am descending as well, and what I am doing is I am descending, and now I am going to start a semicircle. The camera is fixed on that spot. What I am doing is I'm just controlling the sticks. So this is a very good mode, and see, it is fixed. I am doing absolutely nothing. I'm just controlling the sticks. Now what I'll do is I'll just do a pass on that place. Now here, as soon as the direction of the drone will change, I will move my sticks backwards. Now I'll start going backwards. See, what a beautiful move that was. So you can imagine, guys, what kind of things you can do with Litchi. And I'll post a video of what else we can do with this. So again, you know, I'll try and do the same thing. Now the direction of the drone changed, and now I'm going backwards. See, it's kind of beautiful. You know, that's what the problem with the Mini is, the connection and all. So now I will stop this mode. I will come back and we will try out the tracking mode. Strong winds warning. We are flying pretty much in the limits. I hope I'm going in the right direction. I don't know. Yes, there we are. So it's kind of nice. Okay, here we are. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna test out the tracking mode. I'll go to the tracking mode and I will draw a box around myself. Okay, so now it can follow me. Okay, please ensure that the area is clear. I'll just increase the height a bit and see if it can follow me. I think there is some problem. I'll try again. Okay, it has figured me out, but you know, again there is some problem because of the sun maybe. What I'll do is I'll change the direction. I will change the direction because you know, when the things are pretty contrasty, it gets difficult for the drone. Okay, nice. Yes, now it is tracking me. Let's do the follow me mode. Let's see if it follows me. No, it lost me. It lost me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try again. Got me? No. Yes, I think it got me. I understand. So yes, it is tracking me. So I think if you're in an open space, this app will work, because right now it's kind of confusing because the colors are, you know, not, you know, colors are not really great. So yes guys, I'm gonna stop this mode. I'm gonna get back. So friends, as you saw, I flew my DJI Mavic Mini without the DJI FLY app on my device, and it flew like it should, absolutely beautifully. This Litchi app is absolutely safe. It will keep your drone safe. You can have your RTH over 15 meters just in case, you know, you run into birds and lose the connection. So your drone will be safe. Also guys, because of the cinematic modes it has, the focus mode alone is a very beautiful feature. It comes with the DJI Mavic Air 2 which is a drone of a very different price range. And if you know, the feature inbuilt with the Mavic Air 2 is that spotlight feature. So you can just go out on YouTube and check more about it, so you will find this similar results. It's beautiful. I'm loving it. Also guys, I wanted to talk about the height thing, 15-meter thing. Like, let's say right now I'm at my terrace and I took off from a point which is already 10 to 12 meters above the ground level. So it gives you quite a lot of buffer if you are flying from somewhere a higher point. Let's say if you have a hill around, you can just hike down to that hill and then fly from there. So the 15-meter will give you a pretty good range. I mean it's more than enough. So always keep that in mind, that from wherever you are taking off, that is the point zero, not the the sea level height. Always make sure. So yeah, that 15-meter thing is pretty much enough. But yes, in case of birds and RTH, it is a big problem. So always make sure that the area around you is clear of any kind of obstacles, buildings and everything. Always make sure. Always fly safe. Always make sure in which direction the wind is. So guys, that's it from my end. I'll see you in another video guys. Take care. Bye bye.